Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here. So, I was supposed to upload a Song Il-hwan guide today and review and discussing everything about him. I'm almost finished actually, but while I was testing and making content, I ran into something that completely changes how he performs, and I actually found potential bugs that affect his damage a lot. So in this video, I'll break them down so that we can report it too, and I'm also going to share with you guys what could happen if the devs fix them. Quick reminder before we start, don't forget to support me in the content creator program. More codes are coming soon, probably next week, and they include 2,000 essence stones, gold, marks of time, abyssal crystals, and more. Once again, thank you so much for all the support, and let's begin. This actually took me almost half a day to figure out. According to his A4, for every dark ally in the party, dark team members' attack increases by 10%. Now, normally, that should be like passive attack percent, right? Same as expert set, dimensional advancements, things like those. But when I tested it, it felt weird. It didn't feel right because the damage increase was too small. So I tried to isolate it here, tried to find out what's wrong. So before testing, I minimized his passive attack percent by removing his main weapon, then just tested it with basic attacks while adding dark units one by one. And here's what I got. After adding the second dark unit, the damage only went up by 2%. And after adding the third dark unit, it only increased by 1.78%. And yeah, that should be impossible if this was really giving us a true passive attack percent. So I dug deeper and look at this. The A4 scaling is actually working like artifact attack percent. And instead of giving true passive attack percent like expert set, which is supposed to be much bigger, it's only giving 10% of his base attack. In this case, Song Il-hwan's base was 9,143 if we remove the cores, the gems, the artifacts. So basically, the A4 was only adding around 914 artifact type attack per dark ally. So to confirm this, I lined up the numbers from 48k attack, and sure enough, they match exactly the damage output I got earlier. And to confirm it further, I just did a quick test. I didn't put it here anymore. I tested without any gears at all, and I actually got a higher percentage increase without gears with low attack. And so I think that pretty much confirms it. But you guys can test it as well, because of course I'm not 100% sure whether I did it right, or maybe the devs actually intended it to be this way. Now, what does it mean for Song Il-hwan and the Dark Team overall? So right now, I think this pretty much explains why Mini can actually outdamage him in the guild boss and POD. Her crit rate scaling is strong, and she does not have these issues holding her back as far as I know when I tested her previously. The potential bug with A4, maybe they intended it to be that way, but that's another scam or misleading again. But anyway, if they decide to fix those and address them, I think Song Il-hwan's damage could go way higher. And it's not gonna be only him, because his A4 also affects his teammates, so that could open up the possibility of being able to use him with dark units like Limtaegu, which I already featured before, or Silvermane. And if they can receive a solid passive attack percent like that, then the overall team damage output will be much higher, I would say. And of course, it will also open up a potential for another attack dark breaker. So anyway, if it doesn't get fixed though, we might just have another Thomas Andre situation, but this might be worse because Mini can outshine him right now. So if you believe this, please do help me out in reporting them just in case. So I really hope the devs clarify and fix this soon, because it makes a massive difference in his value. Otherwise, honestly, there's not much reason to pull him right now when Mini is already performing well, but sad for those who did not pull for Mini. That's all for this video. I'll post a Song Il-hwan guide probably soon. I'm not sure, once we get updates on this, or I'll just limit it to certain topics. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.